Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Edoggz Reviews. Today I want to wish everyone a happy new year. It is 2024 to all of my new subscribers. This will be the first figure for the year. This is the Tobot Ultra Commander Galaxy Detective Season 2 figure. I purchased this off of Amazon. The price point was somewhere between $60 to $65, including shipping. If you do not know anything of the Tobot series, please allow me to read Seasons 2 backstory. The story shifts to a new cast in Smile City and discovers Galaxy Weapon 4 and creates new Tobots. These heroes now face off against the short-tempered and egomaniac named Bubblecat, who is then overthrown by a superior order of villains. Things start heating up as Tyler, Master V, and Zora enter Smile City, looking for Galaxy Weapon 6, allowing both groups to team up for a final showdown against Pulsar himself. So this is the figure that you're getting in the box. It comes in robot mode, as you can see on the right. Let me take you on the spin of this box. It says Tobot on the top left. It is for ages 4 and up. We have the QR code that allows you to watch it on YouTube. We have this piece right here, which is called the attached toe key. We'll explain that later. On the bottom, we have a kaiju monster type of thing, and then on the other side, we have a vehicle mode, which we'll explain later. His name is right there, Ultra Commander. This figure is not for small kids, so please keep them away if they're under 3 years old. The figures are made by Young Toys, which is based out of Seoul, which is located somewhere in Korea. On this side of the box, we have Tobot. There, Ultra Commander, he's pointing at something with his left arm and hand and finger. On the back of the box, we have these 3 modes here, which we'll get into. It says Ultra Commander Galaxy Detectives. Then on the bottom, it says Tobot Galaxy Detective Season 2. After that, on this side of the box, if you could get it in frame, Ultra Commander there. And then Ultra Commander down there, Young Toys. On the top, it says Tobot Ultra Commander Galaxy Detectives there. We have barcodes and things on the bottom. Please do not allow the kitties to eat any small pieces of this figure. It comes included with this instruction booklet, which is very easy to read. I did get hung up on 1 or 2 things, but I got over it and figured it out for myself. So we have the vehicle to robot mode there. There's a lot going on. And then we have the robot to the vehicle mode right there. Now, this is one parts farmer, and then the second part is a triple changer. So you're getting 2 things in one for the price point of what I mentioned. So let's get that out of the way. So here is the figure. This is what you're getting inside of the figure. Now, on the show, if you happen to be watching on the show, he has a lot of different names. Sometimes he goes by Sergeant. Sometimes he goes by General Sergeant General. Sometimes he goes by the name of Tobot Ranger, Ultra Commander, depending on where you are in the show itself. So this is what the figure looks like from the front. You can obviously see what it looks like in the colors and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into details because some people just don't like that. And this is what it looks like from the side right here. Here it is from the back. Here it is from the other side. And we're going to do a close-up of his face if we can. So that's what his face looks like. Now these figures have a lot of ratchets. They have friction points. They have pegs. They're very well made, and they do stick together as a whole. Very good engineering. Let's say that. Now, the bad side is that these figures are for 4 years and older, so there's going to be some limitations. You know, it's not an actual transformer. So we're going to go into articulation. We're going to start with the shoulder. So the shoulder goes all the way around like that. Not a problem. You can go up like that on the inner shoulder. There is an outer shoulder here on this arm. You can get like one click out of that. Maybe two if we're going into the other mode. But you get three coming back down. And then if you want to go a little further, another three or maybe four clicks, you can move the arm down here. But it's not supposed to do that. Right? Right, there is a bicep swivel here. I'm gonna show it to you. It's right underneath the shoulder pad. If you want to, if I had to put a word to it, and it moves back and forth like that. Elbow. That's all you're gonna get on the elbow, and that shoulder moves along with the arm. Wrist does not move at all. It's locked into place. Legs are limited. You only get one click. That's all you're going to get is one click. Let me face it this way so you see what I'm doing. If I move the knee, you're getting that much on the knee. Let's bring that back. If I was to move the feet will move differently, right? The feet move that way, the opposite way. But that's for a different mode. Let's put that down. There's no waist articulation. This is all locked in together. Going outwards, you can go that. You can do that. You can do that if you want to. There's no thigh swivel at all. Going backwards on the leg. That's as high as you're going to get. Lower leg. You can go that far. If you want to, you can bring this foot in. Right? You can move this foot out and kind of move it back like that if you wanted to. The head is locked into place. No left, no right, no up, no down. Right? Now you could move it down like this. I don't know why would you want to, but he's off balance right now. If you want him to look downwards to the ground, and if I was to push him back, he would just fall over. He's gonna fall over. Right, down. All right. Trying to get this to lock into place. Now we're going to do some transformer comparison, just the one, while we have him in this mode. And the closest I can get is probably to this Masterpiece Grimlock. I think he's turning like 14, 15 years old. Maybe he's older than that. I'm not exactly sure. I lost count. Right, so we have these two standing together. We have him at the angle. We have them at this angle. We have the back at this angle. One more time. And that is it for Grimlock. Now we're going to do some other comparisons with some of his peoples from the show. This is Paragon. His Korean name is Classic. Normally I call him Classic. And here is Tobot. That's his name. Right? So we did this. It's kind of leaning backwards. You can kind of gauge the scale of these guys here. Maybe from that side. There it is from the back. From this side. And last but not least, we get it from this angle, baby. Back to front. And that's it for these two guys. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is change him into a dinosaur or some kind of monster. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It could be a kaiju. Could be. That's a thing now. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the arms, and we're going to twist so that these gray pieces are out. We're going to take the gray piece, and we want to fold it over the hand. So we just want to do this. Very easy. You take the tip right here, click it over. Same thing on the opposite side. We're going to turn at the bicep, take this gray piece, bring it down over the fist. Take this gray piece right here, flip it down. Tip. Bring this up like so, and you're going to see like a slot, and then you have this peg, and they go together. Bring this up like that. That's it. Now you get in here, you got to use your muscles to kind of disengage this. There is no button to release. You just got to use your muscles to get that off. Take these two pieces. You have the female peg there. You have the male here, excuse me, and you have the female here. You have male here, and you have the female there. And there's two more down here. And you sandwich these together. Very solid. Now these two pieces, they do not go anywhere. They kind of just stick out there. It's unfortunate, but it's meant to be there for the mold that we're trying to get to. So we're going to take the chest. We're going to open the chest. You're going to flip the head inside, right? And you do this by unlocking this back piece right here. And I have this piece right here. So you take the head, you flip it backwards like that. Take this piece, you want to bring it out. Now before you finish doing anything, you want to bring this blue piece back, and then you finish off with this piece. Take the chest, you want to plug it into this port right here. We're going to bring the chin up just a little bit, and we want to plug this together like so. Now this piece right here, it does detach. All you have to do is slide up, and we want to put it in this section right here. Right now, this piece right here, it doesn't really do anything, right? You can have it like this if you wanted to. It's a choice, or you can have it like that for the robot mode. That's an option. This is supposed to be like this when you're going into this mode. All right. Next is the arms. So the arms are right here. So you just pull these arms out, and you turn around, and you turn at the wrist. Right? Angle if you want. Same thing on this side. Bring out on the arm, twist around, turn at the wrist. Boop. That's what it is. Right? So we got the top piece ready. So now we have to angle the legs. So we're gonna bring the legs out like that, and we're gonna leave them there just for now. Nope, we're not ready for that. Bring the legs out like that. Like that. Take the lower shin guards, and you want to bring them over this peg. Like so. And like so. Right? Then you want to bring these up like that. Right? Take the lower leg. Bring it down. Right? You see where I'm getting at, right? We're almost finished. Take this piece, turn it upside down. And if you look underneath, you're going to see these two holes. So you pop these two in right? Now you want to do some modifying here. And you have this creature here. Bring up the head like that. And again, I don't know what it is, so let's stick with kaiju. So we're going to look at it from the front. That's what it looks like. We're going to look at it from the side. Here it is from the back. Here it is from the other side. Now let's go into articulation before I forget. You can go all the way around on the arms. You can do this kind of thing because it's part of the transformation. It allows you to do that. You can twist this if you want the wrist to turn type of deal. The legs is totally up to you. I mean, depending on what you want to do with it, it's up to you. Now you still have that same function where you can bring the legs out like that, and you can make it taller, just by adjusting the legs, if you will. And you can make it either stand like this, or you can have it sitting down on the tail, which is an option. The mouth does move up and down. If you get real close, you can see his eyes there. You can see some jaws underneath there, and there's some teeth in there as well. The tail does not move at all. It's just plugged in there. It won't do anything. Now, there is one transformer that I have, which is close to this. And that is this Grimlock. Right, so you have these two going for it. Right, so you have that from the side. You have it from the back. You have it from this angle. We have it from this angle and back to front. And that's a bit it for this Grimlock. Now, there is another mode we're going to be getting into. So, hold on to your feet. So, we're just going to do the same thing, but backwards. Right? So, we're going to start with the legs. We're going to bring these down. We're going to leave that there. Bring the legs down. Bring that down like that. You're going to take the tail. You want to disengage this. Bring that back. Put these arms back in this place. Right, so the arms, you're going to take the wrist. We're going to make it look like that. We're going to take the arms, swing it back like this, and then fold it in like that. In case you missed it, we're going to take the fist, make sure that's even. Turn it around, fold in like that. Right, so now we're going to open up this chest piece right here, and we definitely need to move this piece from his head back to this piece right here. There's a slot there. Pop this in, bring this out. Now all we're going to do is push this in. We're going to close this up, and we're going to close this up. We want to rotate this, so 2 times. Rotate this forward 2 times. You want to disengage the waist, and how you do that is like that. And since it's at its angle, you want to turn it around like that. Now there's going to be a peg here. It's going to click into this slot right here, like so. Take this piece right here, flip that up. take the lower leg, bring it in. And while you're doing so, you bring up the feet. And after that, you want to click this into place. Bring up the foot. Let's change it on this side. Bring this down and around. And you click into place. Like that. Right? Take this piece, and it's going to connect into this piece. But before we do, I always forget these things. You want to flip the feet away. Now for the tail. Take this piece, you want to split them apart. And they're going to clip into this male and female clip. Right. You want to clip this in together. 2 males, and then there's 2 females in there. And there you have your armored, I should say military armored armadillo as a vehicle mode. Now, if you do not know what that is, it's a made-to-order military vehicle. Technically, there's 2 versions of it. One's a tank, the APC tank. You might have seen that in Transformers before. And then the other version will be like a truck. So, we're going to take you around the side. Take you around the top. Other side. Bottom, very clean. The only thing you can make out is the feet, actually. These 2 things, they do not contract inside of the figure. They just kind of stick there. Right? From the front. And that's about it. Now you do have some ports on here. I'll show that off in another video. So, the only transformer that can get to this is, for comparison, will be Motormaster. Just moving back, you can kind of see where I'm going for it. Right? If we stuck them side by side, this will be longer. See it from that angle. See it from that angle. And that angle. I cannot stand this up because the trailer will just fall right off. So you just have to take my word for it that this piece right here is much longer. Ultra Commander is much longer than him. All right, so we're gonna take this away. We're gonna bring in some of his buddies. Here is Leon Rover. Okay, you can say it's a Charger. You can say whatever you think it is. I'm not exactly sure. But he's much longer than him. But he has the width on this side. And then we have Captain Shark. I should say Captain Zack, Captain Shark. As 2 vehicles themselves. Right, now let's say you want some air support. Here are some air support. So I'm going to take this away. I'll take that away. And the only way to do this is by doing that. So much longer than him. Kind of that. Sorry, my hand is in the way. Oh. So you have this. Now, we're going to go back into the robot mode, which is very easy. And we're going to do a final comparison So we're going to start from the back. You're going to take this apart. Leave the cab back there. I'm going to make sure this is straight. I'm going to split these two. We'll come back to these later. Take the feet, disengage those, and you want to just bring them out. Bring down the feet, extend. That's one done. Same thing on the other side. Bring up the feet, bring this leg, the lower leg up, bring this down. That's done. You want to bring this piece up. You want to disengage the waist, right? You need to get it at an angle so you can make this turn, right? And underneath there's a female clip there, there's a male clip there, and you just push these two together, right? So now you just separate. You go underneath here and get the feet out. That's ready. You take this piece, you flip it back too. That's ready. Flip this back too, and that's ready. You take the arms, and if you do not know how they pop back in, this is for the left hand side, and there's a port there, and there's the peg there, and you just kind of just use some muscle to pop them back in. Sometimes they go in simple, sometimes they fight. This one is actually fighting. Okay, there we go. Right, so we have that. We're gonna take these pieces right here. We're gonna bring them down on the leg. Right, I'm gonna pull gently to get this arm out on the sleeve. No, not that. That's too much. That's way too much. Excuse me. Okay, let's try that again. Right, so you pull this part out, bring it down, use the bicep, turn it backwards. Take this gray piece, you flip it back, and I do believe this will peg into that little hole right here. Let's try it on this side to see if it's going to work for us. So you want to hold on to this, pull out, bring this down, use the bicep to turn, you flip this bottom gray piece up into that hole. Right. Right, so now we've got to go back here, right, get the head, pop that back in, and there you have it. You have Ultra Commander back into his robot mode. Very nice, very nice. Now he might be bulky, but he's nice. So we're going to do a final comparison here. We're going to bring in Maximum V, if his heels will stay on. Oh my goodness. We're just going to have to, oh no. Hold on one second, because Maximum V will not stand without his heels. And they should have gone with a friction clip or some other locking point for this. Now we got it. We're going to push them all the way back, so this way we don't have to move them. Next is Arc Bolt. Right after him, we got Paragon. And we have Leon Rover. And we have Captain Zack. Right. To show you how that looks. Too high, too high. Right? So I think that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If it was informational, please leave some kind of comment down below. I'm trying to do better, so if you have any ideas how to do that, please suggest them down below. Now, if you want to watch the show, you can watch it online. It is available on MeWatch/Toggle, which is based out of Singapore, Monster Channel, which is based out of Malaysia, the Cartoon Network, including the Philippines, YouTube, and Netflix. The best place to watch it is actually Netflix, followed by YouTube, because you have to do a lot of searching. And I do believe there's a couple of episodes missing between season 1 and season 2, but that's just me. All right. Now, what's coming up next? Let me show you what's coming up next. So we're gonna move these out of the way. Almost can't. Come here. All right. Oh my goodness! I left his shins. I left his heels. Come here. All right. All right. So what's coming up next is the following. If I can get a hold of it. We got Crosswind. We got Jackhammer. And we have Riptide. And they all have something to do with Ultra Commander, of course. So please stay tuned for that. I will go into more detail about pricing, how long I waited, and all that stuff. Now, this did come early, and don't take that in the other way. In the mail, I was supposed to get it by the 20th. It did arrive way before that. I think like a week away before that. So, yeah. So, this is going to be it for this video. And please stay tuned for the following, which is the NPM Bone Crusher, followed by the NPM revised version of Ratchet. So please stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.